Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. So the first thing I'd like to do is say thank you to those of you who came to the Seattle Performing Healing presentation performance that I had July 1st. It was really special for me, and it was an awesome group of people, and it was lovely to be able to share my dance and my holistic health talk and answer your questions in person and to meet you face to face. So thank you for that beautiful, beautiful day. And for those of you who are interested in something like this, in seeing me perform and hearing a holistic health talk from me and answering some questions face to face, I will be doing 2 more presentation performances in Southern California within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So stay tuned for that and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is The Poem Dances, all one word, to keep updated about those dates and exactly where I'll be doing those. They will probably be in Ojai, California and San Diego. So I'm super looking forward to that. But I want to dive into this video. Today I would love to talk about the idea of how we allow the fear of success to get in our way of our health goals, our life goals. I'm finding that it's come up a lot in my work with clients and patients, and it's come up in my own personal life. And so I wanted to share with you a really powerful exercise that you can do to help heal any limiting beliefs that might be coming up that is standing in your way of achieving your best, healthiest life. There is a quote by Marianne Williamson that I love, and it says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that scares us the most." And many of us can hear that quote and say, yeah, I really get it. But it's one thing to intellectually understand that, and it's another thing to really feel that and struggle with that. So today I wanted to share with you an exercise that you can do to step strongly towards your goals and to let go of that fear of success, of being all that you know you are and stepping into who you know that you truly are. To do this exercise, I recommend that you have pen and paper, and you basically journal these questions that I'm going to pose to you. You write the question and then you answer them for yourself. I have found that journaling can be a really powerful way of unearthing the answers that are locked within our body that we know but might be hard to get at in our day-to-day life. If journaling doesn't resonate with you, then I offer you the option of simply recording these questions and then recording your answers. You can do that using a smartphone, most of which have an audio recording device, or an old school videotape recorder. Just record the question and then speak on it. Speak on what's coming up for you. And again, these answers will become unearthed for yourself. So here are the 5 questions I'd love to pose to you. And I will also, as I ask you these questions, talk about my experience and some of the experience of the people that I work with, I have the honor of working with in my holistic health work. Question number 1, what does success look like for you? What does it mean to be successful? It can look like very different things. And in this case, maybe think of a health goal that you're really looking towards. For example, being successful for you might look like achieving your healthy body that you've been wanting to achieve. Being successful for you might look like releasing disordered eating behavior. Being successful for you might look like moving your body and achieving health exercise goals that you've wanted to. What does it look like for you? Second question is, what about success? What about this specific success scares me? I'm going to give you a specific example on this. My idea of being successful was to eat a raw vegan diet. I knew from experience by this point that eating a raw plant foods diet made me feel my very best. I felt my best, felt my calmest and most centered. But I had a fear around the success of being a raw vegan. And it was based on what a lot of people were telling me. Some people were telling me, if you do this crazy diet, good luck finding a mate. Good luck finding a partner who's going to understand this lifestyle. And that was a fear for me. And I had to really let go of that fear. And I'll tell you how I did that through the next few questions. I had to let go of that fear and really step into my intention. And what's ironic about that is that once I started eating a raw vegan diet, the raw vegan diet that people were telling me was so crazy that would scare all these people away, I became more authentically myself. And I was feeling my best, and I was looking my best, and by feeling my best, I attracted the most amazing man who loves that I feel my best and wants me to feel my best, and so supports my lifestyle. And because I was living this way, I attracted somebody who was like-minded, my sweetheart. So I just say this, for a lot of people may hear things like, eating this way, living this lifestyle is so crazy, and this might be the fear of your success. And to say that, let go of that and understand that the more you are authentically yourself, the more you vibrate at your highest vibration, the more you put out happiness and well-being, and you attract those people who are living in the same vibration to yourself. I hope that's helpful. Third question. How is not being successful serving you? Now that's kind of a trick question. You can say, well, of course it's not serving me. But we learn in medical residency a lot that when you're letting go of a behavior, it's really important to look at how that behavior was serving you. So I had a client recently that I was working with who's a wonderful man, and he's healing and treating cancer. And one of the things that he knew he needed to let go of was drinking alcohol, and drinking alcohol nearly daily. And one of the first questions I asked him was, how is drinking alcohol regularly serving you? What is it doing for you? And what we discovered together was that alcohol, which it is for a lot of people, was a coping mechanism. It was his way of dealing with a lot of the anxiety that came up for him. And once he understood that, we were able to then craft together some coping mechanisms that helped his anxiety, so he didn't have to look at alcohol as a way to dealing with that anxiety. So it's really powerful to ask yourself, how is not being successful, how is not going towards that which you want serving you? Take a moment to really sit with that, to journal on that, to speak on that. And that will help to unearth some coping mechanisms that might not be your healthiest, that you need to replace with healthier coping mechanisms. Number 4, what do you need to change in order to become the successful person that you are? What do you need to change in order to attract, to manifest that success that you want so deeply? This is a really important question, because a lot of times what we resist about success is the change. Sometimes in order to fulfill that intention we so deeply want to fulfill, it might mean some discomfort. It might mean that relationships have to change, or some relationships have to let go completely. I know that in my shift towards being a healthier person, I had to let go of some toxic relationships, and some relationships had to shift to become healthier. And that might be something you're not willing to do, but maybe you don't even recognize that that's in your way. And so looking at what needs to change can be very helpful in terms of making the next step towards being successful in your definition of success. I will also just say that it's so healing and so transformative to embrace that discomfort also that will happen as you make those changes. Understand the discomfort will pass, but know that the discomfort is part of that shifting towards being your true, most authentic and healthiest self. The 5th question I would say is, what does it mean about yourself if these changes were to occur? So if you make those changes that were talked about in question 4, what does it mean about yourself? Or what do you think it means about yourself? I'll give you a specific example. If becoming the healthier person that you want to means that you have to then let go of certain relationships. What does it mean about you? Does it mean that you're no longer a loving person? Does it mean you're no longer a good friend, good daughter, good sister, good brother, good employee? Fill in the blank. Many times when we shift our relationships, or when we think we need to shift them, we start having judgments about ourselves, about not being loving enough, about not being good enough. I'd love for you to examine that here. What do you think it means about yourself? What limiting beliefs about yourself come up when you think about changing? Explore that. So those are the 5 questions, and I'm not really giving you solutions here, you may think, but the solution is really within. And doing this exercise can really help to unearth, again, the answers that are already within. So I hope that you take the time to journal on them, to answer them in verbal format through maybe a video recording or an audio recording exercise. I hope you found that useful. You may not find it useful until you do it, so I really encourage that you do it. I found that doing these exercises, answering those questions, were really helpful for me in stepping more powerfully towards the person that I really am and that I wanted to be. And I found it to be also really helpful for those with whom I work. So I offer that to you today, and I just want to share with you one last thing, which is that you being more authentically yourself, you being more your truest, healthiest self, is one of the best things you can do, not just for yourself, but for other people, for the people you love, and for the world. And these exercises, what they're really getting at is you being more who you truly are, who you want to be. Those are the same things, who you want to be and who you truly are. So much love, much healing in your journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with anybody you think might benefit. Subscribe to this channel for more holistic health tips and thoughts and musings, and of course dancing. And follow me on Instagram, like I said, for more updates about my presentations and performances. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and much love to you. Take care.